There's a moment, a silence, right before you leap. It's not courage, it's not confidence, it's terror. But you move anyway, because deep down, you know, if you wait to be ready, you'll wait forever. They told you to plan, to prepare, to be sure. But there is no such thing as sure, only motion, only momentum, only the sound of your heart pounding like a war drum. As you step into something you can't control, that's the truth nobody wants to tell you. Ready is a myth, a comfortable lie, a story we whisper to ourselves in the dark. To avoid the truth, we're scared. Scared to fail, scared to look stupid, scared to find out that maybe we're not who we thought we were. But listen to me, you don't become that person by thinking, you become them by doing. The greatest version of you isn't out there waiting for a signal. It's buried in the mess, in the chaos, in the blood, sweat, and silence of action. The road doesn't rise to meet you until your foot hits the ground. You build the bridge by walking. You become the fighter by stepping in the ring before you know if you can win. The voice in your head, the one that says not yet, that voice is the enemy. It doesn't want you to lose. It wants you to never try. Because if you never try, you can stay safe. You can keep the fantasy of who you could have been instead of finding out who you really are. But the clock doesn't care about your fear. Time moves whether you do or not. You will lose, not always, but sometimes. You'll fall on your face. You'll hear the laughter. You'll doubt everything, but you'll also rise. And rising after the fall, that's where the real power lives. You'll learn more in a single moment of failure than in 1,000 hours of waiting. So stop waiting. Stop looking for signs. Stop bargaining with fear. The door you need to walk through is already open, but you won't see it until you move. Start before you're ready, before the schedule's perfect, before the gear is right, before the confidence comes, before the fear leaves, before anyone believes in you, including yourself. Because belief doesn't come before action, it comes from it. You think the ones who made it weren't scared? They were petrified, but they showed up anyway, bleeding, shaking, exhausted, unprepared, but willing, and that's all it takes. The world doesn't reward the most talented. It rewards the most committed, the ones who show up over and over and over again, even when nothing is guaranteed, especially when nothing is guaranteed. You don't need more time. You don't need more certainty. You need one thing, a decision, a line in the sand, a vow to yourself that this is the day it changes, not tomorrow. Now, you want power? Start when your hands are shaking. You want strength? Begin when you feel weak. You want courage? Take a step while you're still scared, because that's the only place it lives. On the other side of doubt, in the middle of discomfort, in the fire you'd rather run from. So go, take the leap, make the call, put in the work, show up messy, show up raw, show up unsure, but show up. You'll figure it out. You'll get stronger. You'll get faster. You'll learn. But only if you begin. Because you were never supposed to be ready. You were just supposed to start. And now you have.